Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Well, guys, I've actually said this before in the past. One thing that leftists really do despise the most is a free-thinking black conservative. They really do believe that if you are a black conservative, you need to run back and get on that Democrat plantation right now, boy. That's the way that the leftists do think. That actually brings us to Gianno Caldwell, who actually works for Fox News. He was discriminated against like he was back in the old Jim Crow South. Why? Because he does not align with the leftist agenda. Now, guys, if I actually had a restaurant, and you guys know where I stand on the political spectrum, but if I had a restaurant, I'm going to serve everybody. I don't care if you're on the right, the left, conservative, Democrat, socialist, whatever. I'm running a business. I want your money. I'm a capitalist. Well, this one Marx's restaurant in North Miami decided they didn't want Gianno Caldwell there. So they kicked him out. On Fox News, Gianno Caldwell blasts restaurant for kicking him out over political views. There's a target on our backs. This man booted because he's not a leftist. It says here, on Saturday morning, Fox News' Gianno Caldwell was asked to leave a restaurant in North Miami, Florida, because his conservative views don't align with the opinions of the owners. The restaurant, Paradise Books and Bread, posted on their public Instagram account with a caption that alluded to Gianno and his group, stating that, quote, their behavior and their words made other folks in the space, as well as the one of us working, very uncomfortable. This situation reminds me of something that MLK said in 1963, a very simple truth. He said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And what I experienced yesterday, me and some of my neighbors, who I just getting to know, was an injustice. It was a grave injustice, the Fox News political analyst said on Fox and Friends Sunday. And he actually put that out on Twitter right there. They booted him out because he's a conservative. He's not a leftist. He's not a Marxist. And he works for Fox News. So they booted him. Now, I'm going to say this to people on the right. If you are on the right and the left actually tries to cancel you, and I'm not saying that Gianno Caldwell actually said this, don't apologize for anything. Never apologize, because it will never, ever be enough. Now, you guys know I really do like NFL Hall of Fame coach Tony Dungy. He actually made a comparison, actually talked about the cat litter thing when it came to cat litter in bathrooms, for the wotes out there. He deleted the tweet. Then he came out and he apologized. And the left, they still were calling him all kind of names, wanting him canceled, wanting him fired. No matter what he says, I understand Tony Dungy is a Christian, but you should never apologize because it does not matter to these people. But anyway, back to this. On Saturday morning, the restaurant owner approached Caldwell and said that she had been listening to their conversation and decided that they, quote, were not welcome in a restaurant. Caldwell said he asked if he had said something triggering to the owner, to which she explained that they were being removed because their politics do not align. Caldwell and his group promptly left the restaurant in response. So she just straight up said, we don't like your politics. You got to get up on out of here. Caldwell added that he was asked how he enjoyed working over at Fox News, along with questions about his political alignments like, are you a conservative? They said, quote, are you a conservative? I said, yes. In fact, I have a book called Taken for Granted, How Conservatism Can Win Back the Americans That Liberalism Failed. you should get the book. I talked to them about my brother. I was on Capitol Hill just the other week talking to members of Congress about violent crime in America and trying to get justice for my brother and other victims of violent crime, Caldwell said. This was so problematic that this lady she told me that I needed to get out of her establishment. If this were not the Jim Crow South, I couldn't tell how much of a difference, Caldwell told co-host Rachel Campbell's Duffy. Caldwell noted that the restaurant owner did not reveal any information regarding her own political views. Well, I think it's pretty obvious right there. It's pretty obvious. She's a leftist. She's probably a socialist, probably a communist. Quote, this lady stared me down the entire time that I was in the restaurant. There's a target on the backs of people who happen to be black, who happen to be conservative, and it needs to come to an end, Caldwell said. Yep. Like I said, man, when it comes to black conservatives, man, that is public enemy number one for the left. And the left really does expose their racism when they start talking about black conservatives. They hate it because they want you on that Democrat plantation 24/7. And if you get off that plantation, they want to send dogs on you. But shout out to Gianno Caldwell exposing this restaurant. I would not actually go to this establishment ever. I would not put my money in that place if they want to be discriminatory like that. I wouldn't do it. But if I had a restaurant and this lady came in and ordered something, guess what? I'm going to serve her because I serve the customers. I'm going to serve everybody that comes in. When we're talking about food, I don't care about your politics. I'm running a business. I want your money. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.